Alright, abusia mami mo bibia kwa ba. Na me from Bremege TV and platform is Nyankopon Eishra papa. Na ye nyina ye nim endra na NDC omodi enough is enough demonstration no against the Electoral Commission of Ghana a ye mami Jane Adukwe Mensa odano ema obutentin Bosman Yaw Asare idinechi. Na busia unim ni na ne se the ECOSO Electoral Commission no regarding to elections na yebeko no in fact enkoyi enti se wo hwe the BVD machine na ayira ya meche Electoral Commission mo machine mu yusu ede registration na ade any one laptop bi a yense yeti ya omsi owura bi ewo ne nchen no any even the transfer of vote without the knowledge of the voters. What you say? And NDC atenase adwene ho ahu se saa niema we nyina no in fact emma about one enye frenchim enti se be ya enka mo akofa nipa omo betenase abeye forensic audit ke so mo betenase na mo ahwe no one after the other na mo ahwe se de niema esiko se Electoral Commission no omo buku no robust se de bi omo kan credible. What you say? We na easy ni si no menti ase de biarada because me na me madwuma ntimi nkire madwuma ena ndo NDC for the petition ekoma parliament through the demonstration no ena modi bi so call what do you call it, the east in office. And I think there some group been so equally on the AU ena mahama no ankasa sokra no wasan the ato US ambassador to Ghana. What you say ye maame Virginia or the ato nenim enti abusia asem no enye easy sell na yenko ne yenko hwe ndra sede Afenyo Markins ono nso efiri nenum the majority leader in parliament what is in the NPP forum ono nso f aso ka say isi na dwuma kra nhyeda nso ani because ohwe a ono kra na assemblyman for aba no nensensem bi wom into the court ono ankasa teki emra no e the court enti no so man diabade a obeje nim obeje ni feso inkoti sanse no emfamre koba ensem no dodo na etwa ho no Nyankopon ehira media no mega inkoti ensem no fabra
which will be presented on behalf of the party and our collaborators by the Chief Executive of NDC, Comrade Fifi Fiabin-Kweti. We don't intend to read the whole petition. We will present the copy to Mr. Speaker's representatives, but for the purpose of the media and the public, we will request him to just couch our demands, and then we will hand over the record to Mr. Speaker's representative. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, National Chairman. We're not going into all the details, but let's, for the sake of the media that's carrying it for the world, just give a summary of the key demands that the National Democratic Congress is making, not just on behalf of the millions of supporters of the party, but on behalf of a country that is crying for things to be done credibly in order to ensure that we can go into the elections with peace. Our simple mantra is that if there is nothing to hide, then the demands we are making cannot be asking for too much. And we believe that the Parliament of Ghana is in a position to use this massive leverage to ensure that our demands are taken into account, everything done possible to ensure that we can have a credible voters register in order to have elections that will be transparent and fair. So just briefly, I'm going through about 10 main demands that we are making. One, we are asking for a bipartisan probe into the conduct of the Electoral Commission, leading to the recommendation of an independent forensic audit of the voters register. Number two, we are asking for the immediate publication of forensic audit findings once that is conducted. Number three, we are asking for the re-exhibition of the register post-forensic audit. The NDC further demands a 5-day re-exhibition of the provisional voters register after the forensic audit is completed. The next one is a review and correction of unauthorized transfers. Immediate steps must be taken to reverse any unauthorized vote transfers and restore the integrity of the voter transfer system. The next one, we are asking for the adoption of a revised timetable for electoral activities. Then we are demanding for an emergency convening of all stakeholders. The Electoral Commission should urgently convene a meeting with all political parties, civil society organizations, and key international stakeholders, including the ECOWAS, the AU, the UNDP, the EU, USAID, and all others to discuss the forensic audit and ensure collective oversight of the electoral process. And the final one, we are asking for accountability and integrity measures across all the systems of the Electoral Commission. The EC must implement measures to prevent future manipulation of the voters' register. This should include a review of internal processes, improved transparency in voter registration and transfer system, and stricter protocol to safeguard the integrity of the voters' register. So these are, in summary, the key demands that we are presenting to Parliament, and we are expecting the Parliament will use your massive leverage and money to make sure these are done. Thank you very much.
Don't stand. Okay, that's fine.
Hey, my friend.
Thank you very much, General Secretary of the Opposition National Democratic Congress. Let me, on behalf of the NDC minority, congratulate you for such a bold step. But let me say that no one should be allowed to mess with the peace of our country. We cannot allow the Electoral Commission to destroy the most enduring democracy of this republic. Unfortunately, this petition is coming at a time that Parliament is on recess. But I strongly believe that if there is anything that will warrant an emergency recall of Parliament, this is certainly one of them. So the NDC minority will immediately convene a caucus meeting and consider the need to recall Parliament to address this issue. We consider this as an emergency, and just like my colleague has done in the past, we will do similar by recalling Parliament to address the very concerns that you have raised. We thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you.
That's all. That's enough. Just say I concur. I concur.
You want to revive the winning band register.
On behalf of the entire House, we have come here to receive your petition. I believe that this is one of the several ways of reaching our goals. So I agree with the minority that as a House, we may have to look at the issues presented. And I encourage all stakeholders to also avail themselves. I standing here is on record of having taken EC to the Supreme Court to stop a whole British Assembly elections for some irregularities illegalities. And I made my case at the Supreme Court. That's a matter of record. And I believe that if there are genuine concerns, we can all raise it and discuss them on the table by following lawful means. So I thank you for making time to get to us. I'm sure, Mr. Speaker, would hear your prayer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. The leadership will now come forward. They will proceed to the Electoral Commission headquarters. So please, all should wait. Leadership will come.
Somebody give us your life.
All right, so we and Sama atimi akoso ewo honom enti endra easy cry enti easy okupi ewo mu office dia na chese heat ewo honom papa yes ndra na heat wo honom ndra na heat endra kwa no yinya nti say please woman be eho kire ne kakra tia gas bi omo koto ye ne ade ewi echi na chese maame no o so mo rational edini kopim ewo hospital na yinim se yankopon adom ne hoye any demonstrators yinim se ndra enema quarter team what I said that was the only incident I see no ye de yankopon se ndra yanti na me see this 2024 election no ebe frequent ebe what ebe peaceful ebe me see frequent or mo fanche me ebe very peaceful ebe very tranquility ebe serene. It will be one of the peaceful elections Ghana yebe pass through. But the issue here is the Electoral Commission I was saying this for more pressure no more put things together and tisa ebe we echi ne ba kwa wi abako. Yes, that is the perspective for me and it is bad. It is really bad. That is the reason why we are trying to call on the Electoral Commission to do the right thing. What I say, the right thing must be done. The appropriate thing must be done. Tenya fe na obeja no wa keka de ope. Samia Nkunso Brana I think say ye papa Afarijan. Yes. Brana this was one. Sans same way na ekoso emomunso the time na 10 regions of Ghana. They declared what? They declared demonstration across the 10 regions of Ghana during those days, those time now. But Enei Samuelku, he is part of the campaign team for Yera Dr. Muhammad Bomia. Onim Papano and Swanye. Jim Kuti and Semno Emfa and Bray Koba. There could be a bet for us when Yanko Point Shroud. Mess also document beton no like it when they know share of in your berry. Yankuti is a quick quiet family.
Yet the Almighty institutions are ye party as him. Yet the Almighty Timamufo Abrabo Esikam. And a mampani or 7.5 years. Adi Ghana for Akobabusia. Yet the Sikano Adi Aman on in a palm for. Yabete Sikani Diama Abusia, a yirinum and quantafunim Pnafo Eddie. And Maya Naya Frey and say Yatisika Compuano. And then you declare to the state that say Yakwam and say Daso Naya Kobobusia, Yasi Jankadi. If you is a wood Yamia, and no way to Nibium, Amachima, or China Ghana Fonian sorry. Yes, you are Yatina Atunta Sukoko, Yatra, Nanado, and in our pine. Etron enough is enough. Filler number 1.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Who fillers, Papa?
Now, keep back to what it is.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Who fillers, Papa?
I would say some more fillers, a dear, some of Facebook. Or Tina Yamiya Duma across the 16 regions of the Republic of Ghana. Oyetire bi eba be koso.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
Na so oyetire na eba no eni enti na so oyetire na eba.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
Some for the sake of mu amu radio me be mamu the audio. Musu amu the social media handles on Facebook.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
Na Joe mani mama chire mi enti a ochina yenko oyetire. Me ba to Facebook ba to Joe Mahama oti dey.
Our issues with the Electoral Commission are not because we don't like the commissioners or the EC. Our issues with the Electoral Commission are because we want peace during and after the election. And so when we raise issues about the electoral process, it's because we want the EC to sit up and do his job so that all of us can have confidence in the electoral process. And the only way we can get the EC to do his job is to put pressure on the EC to do it. And that is why on the 17th of this month, that is next Tuesday, we're doing a demonstration to the EC office. And that demonstration is not only NDC, it is all Ghanaians who are willing to join the demonstration so that we go and tell EC to sit up and do its work properly so that we have a peaceful election.
Alaska the Dawn. Who will feel less, Papa?
I will share John Dramani Mahamba, same say Jata, or see 2024 on court view. I will be abra Facebook because as some many are dancing, your TV home and your dear dancing.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
Na this your man your corner some in an sir. So we are creator home I have the register ya the kwako to a banner. Somebody and this your man your corner chicken more machine in an sir.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
Ni baby answer say you want me register no some woman di awom.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
Ya fa kweti kwa bi so ayi nipa bi din e de fi register no ma awasanka ya di eba.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
Ya transfer nipa bi e de fi register no ma wo mo po hu nim ho hwe.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
Na oyi ana etiamra eye endi shamanyo ko edureji ye. Na yimbisa the Electoral Commission penifo say eyampa say register no nipa bi di afim ya compromise ana boss one asarosi dia.
Preparation of the register is a human endeavor. There are bound to be mistakes. This is not the first time the commission has recorded mistakes during registration of voters and compilation of the voters register. We call on the public to reject statements that the register is not fit for the 2024 elections or that it is incurably defective. The register is robust and credible. At the end of the day, the final certified register will reflect corrections of all identified errors. Who gives out a document and make it openly accessible to all if the intention is to add on illegal persons?
Alaska the Dawn. Who will feel less, Papa?
I was here, and the commissioner Sinakasa admit say, I register na yadi kwa kosi yakan I am pa. Said there are errors our the register no so. Na woman mu committee the errors no. Yema mu kwai na woman kasansu and fix it and you can say you cannot be a judge in your own court.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
Na eto de bia na me bisa Christian Council, Peace Council, any the so-called neutrals say. Is it in the case of Nanado dia into a margin no? I want Nanado ho and what tomb and now say a your time.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
If you have me expose the NPP. Any the so-called neutrals because show way a issue base.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
Now, Samia Wuku in 2015, no your national organizer Edema NPP.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
Now, thanks be to the Almighty God, no, and now okay, Dr. Mabudu Baumia campaign who are one of the campaign managers, no, Okahopa.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
Now, in the year 2015, Tienia Samia Wuku Akaye.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
NPP joins new register protest at EC. NPP joins. Listen with rapt attention.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. Same way no abosi.
Samia Wuku said NPP joins new register protest as EC. Source near modernghana.com. Dating here 14th September 2015.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. As same way no abosi.
Yenge say their Peace FM online as well capture here. Voters register. EC boss argument the most symbolic. Sami Ewuku Peace FM online on the 3rd November 2015.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. As same way.
CBB is symbolic. Over the Oxford Dictionary now. Chaotic. Disorganized and as a mismanaged.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. As same way no abosi.
And in the year 2015, idea NDC 4 years, NPP did same. They were even calling for a new voters register. They put pressure on Mami Charlotte Osei and easy. I am penny for say. Woman to start register no 23 because Dr. Mamudu Bawumia said about nipa 76,000 to 80,000 women Togolese womudi were registered him.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. As same way no abosi.
I said it's show when you boy intimate no bra Facebook. Not just Samia Wukua and na onu no the other national lottery sir you from the charter professional onu no yo nyina omo pani.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. As same way no abosi.
Now about the Peace Council, Christian Council, they are the most useless institution. Now politics are some ma. At the time I na said you were cause no na Christian Council. Aya penny pa na order ano. Aya friend no Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Asante say Charlotte say and people must resign or they must be dismissed as at that time. And then where is that man?
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. As same way no abosi.
Say ayamu say a soldier for no mobile they are going to punish you because yeah. So who read it on my Ghana and I say Sub-Saharan Africa. What ni ku esi nyina na omo bodyguards no and they do omo because omo yirinum kwa market. Omo bushafo kwa market. Omo bushafo I feel the real economy and not the economic hardship. Other ne wo man mu ne enka no kre. So I am going to play the video as Samia Wuku then aya press conference on the 1st December. Omo say woman quad nationwide demonstration and indeed they did that. Ama abai no bo modern ama womuti committee aya yam papa crab onyame coupon fa ni krensie e no chaye Dr. Bawumia baye no wentumi am provide any tangible reason and that's evidence to buttress an allegation.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. As same way no abosi.
Eti aden na the electoral committee need matiwa mase because I didn't consult any commissioners in here, so they can't defend it. This thing was cooked from the NPP headquarters and that's a Jubilee House.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. As same way no abosi.
I'm saying Facebook. Now for you, Samia Wuku. Now for compare now say NPP is the most dangerous political party and they are criminals.
Hey, Alaska the Dawn. As same way no abosi.
Samia Wuku. Bra Facebook. We about to obi amra. Let me see people coming. Bra Facebook never but Samia Wuku aka Tata Professional. Bra Facebook. Listen and listen to him with rapt attention.
Which comes on the 1st of December. There are many people whose names, whether deadly or not, have been omitted across the 10 regions, and is beginning to up the tension in the system.
Bra Facebook.
The Christian Council of Ghana should not sit down and only be interested in people signing peace accord when those held and gifted with the responsibility to ensure a free, fair, transparent elections are derelict on their duties. Peace accords on paper on itself cannot provide us with a transparent election.
Bro, Facebook.
What is sad for us in the NPP
2015, Samia Wuku
in the narrative. There's this whole peace industry in Ghana. Peace industry. But nobody is talking about the fairness, the transparency. It's not enough for the electoral commissioner to go to church and say she's praying, God gives us a leader. When some of the posture and utterances of the EC seems to suggest that they have a favorite in the election. When the electoral commissioner can say that when the elections is becoming too close, I'll call for a recount. My goodness. You are a referee, you are not a player. And sometimes the electoral commission behaves like like a team protesting against an unqualified player. When you are supposed to be the referee in the game. It's when I'm contesting my brother here, and I am aggrieved with the results, and I'll call for a recount. These things cannot pass without the Peace Council, the Christian Council, our Muslim Council and mission to not commenting on it. Elections is not an event. It's a process. From the process 1 to the process 2 to the process 3 to the process 4. All of it must engender conflict.
Alaska the dawn. Oh, fearless, Papa.
And my ambisa Ghana for. So when you make a honor with you. When I asked Samia Wuku in 2015. And NDC to suspected same. So why are you lambasting, castigating, and insulting them? Samia Wuku, Mami Mbisa Wene. What you called for in 2015 has come again. And if really you have credibility and want people to respect you, because as a man, you want to stick to your principles. The IC 2015 now, you incited your people, the Christian Council and the so-called neutrals then, against those commissioners, do same today. And you really call for a forensic audit into the register, and they did. So why today you are running away from your shadows?
Hey, Alaska the dawn. And same way we bossy.
And this is the nature of the show. So the social media doesn't disappoint. And the Obi Bisha say, "Hey, where's Wesi?" So why all of a sudden NPP are you beneficiaries of the Akosuna?
Hey, Alaska the dawn. And same way we bossy.
I'm sorry, we are from Alaska the dawn. The whole Ghana, our Ghana.
Hey, Alaska the dawn. And same way we bossy.
So when we sit behind the console, we don't spew lies. And in the NDC kwakwayo tinano, any CSOs are legitimate. And the MPP nebo kwani chile say we are apostles of our democracy. And the Amuchira won 2015 and no ye. So what is their crime? And indeed the Electoral Commission has admitted say mistakes were registered also. And if you have nothing to hide, why are you saying so? And you see, you see, I don't want to use certain words, but the Osha Mukutupon Ebendu so mube gani the fear office because office where Ghana for there.
Hey, Alaska the dawn. And same way we bossy.
Because every shabra Facebook, because more UK, multiple person multi voice, where I get doctored. And my one news portals, according to a Muri reportage, as at that time, Mesuko modernghana.com. This is how they reported it. 14th September 2015. NPP joins new register protest at EC. Ochanya NDC kwa kwa no omunkoye wo farm anasi. Ni asame wukutire won 2015 anu bi no kwa koye. Look at how Peace FM Online to reported it as at that time. On the 3rd November 2015, voters register. EC boss argument the most symbolic. And now let's borrow the words of Aya Samia Wuku as at that time. And Jane Mensa and an incredible argument Aya symbolic according to Samia Wuku.
Hey, Alaska the dawn. And same way we bossy.
And when you take your encyclopedia and that's over Oxford Dictionary now, you can see symbolica, Aya chaotic. That's an idea I didn't talk about yene bridge hold baba. Aya disorganized. It's such a I am busy basa so fried rice muniama.
Hey, Alaska the dawn. And same way we bossy.
I am mismanaged. Such a yen to me and she said ye a titia pansam.
Hey, Alaska the dawn. And same way we bossy.
As a Facebook near Samia Wuku again. Samia Wuku was the 1st December Mukoya dia.
Which comes on the 1st of December. There are many calls of people whose names, whether deliberately or not, have been omitted across the 10 regions, and is beginning to up the tension in the system. The Christian Council of Ghana should not sit down and only be interested in people signing peace accord when those held and gifted with the responsibility to ensure a free, fair, transparent elections are derelict on their duties. Peace accords on paper on itself cannot provide us with a transparent election. What is sad for us in the NPP youth wing is what has been lost in the narrative. There's this whole peace industry in Ghana. Peace industry. But nobody is talking about the fairness, the transparency. It's not enough for the electoral commissioner to go to church and say she's praying, God gives us a leader. When some of the posture and utterances of the EC seems to suggest that they have a favorite in the election. When the electoral commissioner can say that when the elections is becoming too close, I'll call for a recount. My goodness, you are a referee, you are not a player. And sometimes the electoral commission behaves like a team protesting against an unqualified player. When you are supposed to be the referee in the game. If when I'm contesting my brother's and I am agreed with the result, then I'll call for a recount. These things cannot pass without the Peace Council, the Christian Council, our Muslim Council and mission to not commenting on it. Elections is not an event, it's a process. From the process 1 to the process 2 to the process 3 to the process 4. All of it must engender.
Alaska the dawn. Oh, fearless, Papa.
And when you enter this, because why the number 1 in Ghana. And one said to you, some who could say they were embarking on demonstration as at that time because names of people across the 10 regions then were omitted. You can't say omitted that. Just a sardine you need your film and that's a paper. And it's no demonstration. And the NDC who catch us say names of people were omitted from the register across the 16 regions. Aya 10 uko demonstration. Aya 16 which will be cananuntu. I mean,
hey, Alaska the dawn. And same way we are bossy.
And this is what we call Kama. Obviously, Kama is a beach. So Dr. Bamia says, sorry, I'll call Busumfie. So I told you, sir, MPP will do everything humanly possible for power. Eben is one kun, no find power obey.
Hey, Alaska the dawn. And same way we are bossy.
And some of Facebook, Dr. Bamia, no one call Busumfie, and the Yogun Samano. Also, you see, ya, Mun share your pepper when a young coupon in Sinatra. Brafed to Dr. Baumia Kobusumfie, Alaji Baumia in the shrine. Oko Gunsa, Togbega Mamagao.
Hey, Alaska the dawn. And same way we are bossy.
Remember, job your Facebook. I'm not Dr. Baumia Kobusumfie. Na ye Gunsa, Yanka, or your Bisu GDA. But I know Dr. Ba, you want to say Dr. Baumia was starting running 24-hour economy. And now, also, Ochina. Also, you're Muslim. Ochinechi, Oshi, Ofreto Begani Mamaga, I will check Pakula. It's on 24 hours economy or your religion. 1 job, 3 people, 3 shifts.
Hey, Alaska the dawn. And same way we are bossy.
I'm saying on Facebook, Dr. Baumia Akobusumfie, your good son, you be a good come. Alaji Baumia talk beggar. As if I can't company egu.
Hey, Alaska the dawn. And same way we are bossy.
Pardon you watch away, neighbor. You watch away. The Facebook. Okay, Dr. Bobby in the shrine. Let's go. I'm saying on Facebook. La quoi
Alaska the dawn. Oh, fearless, Papa.
I'm saying on Facebook. Dr. Bobby no Busumfie no baga. Busumni no so wey dey to say Busumu have cast a power. We va job na Facebook. Abra Facebook we va job. Bra Facebook na femi nko jeje dey create bra. Bra Facebook na Dr. Baumia in the Togbe house. Dr. Baumia, let's go.
All right, so we nsema etimi akoso enti munim papa no na samanya edamonim etwen edawonim etwen media me message simple wadi kan ka kire Ghana for say Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia a very super incompetent. He can never lead this country. Say share ni say ya. He is still the vice president. The last time I checked, now or a vice president. The last time I checked, he was still the vice president. And I don't see the need say ene. Ya papa esen kujini baby shebo se ono oba obesi ono oba obesi. Yibisa se ofri hineba. Ofri position ena oba anase sen. We expect Mahama ena was wakasa ansem no jam. Okukasa ansem no ono oba but anye yewra Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia na no ene was ansem ifriba because already you are in the scene, you are working, you are part of the government, and a key one as that the second gentleman of this country. So what are you telling Ghanaians? The second gentleman of this country. What are you telling Ghanaians, Bawumia? You are the second in command. You are the chairman of the police. You are the chairman of the police. Police wo Ghana na wona ahwe mo so. Enti wona akase puno impuno. Enti ye bisawo se agin ena wuntimi nya. And besides no, Yewra Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia, you are the economic management team, no, the chairman of it. You are the chairman of the economic management team, and they won't kasa, because of I don't know what has happened, but all of a sudden won't kasa. What one not to because because you feel like you have failed, so you don't want to talk, and then one kasa won't say man walk. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you, and it is exposing you. And indeed, the exchange rate has exposed Bawumia. And then may arrested dollar edina koto prison the key number IGP and all those terms. Yentino Bawumia so send no or can be because he thought and I said. When he team face were failing Ghana for, but this man, when he get the chance to mount a podium, and someone can say, "Mama mistiano, Mama mistiano, Mama mistiano," and that tells you say how how incompetent and how reckless this Kufado, this small guy, no, Bawumia is. At the Ghana for media maka about one eba. About 2 months and kakranka kribidua, but mumma yenko mistake and to abama NPP. Me sit to about Bawumia, but any point be about to abama, it is allowed. And according to our political history, we know say only 2 political parties and omoyedem omutimidi omanwi so. And as I say omuwo opportunity and as say be omuwo kwenya. But the issue here is your political history, after the 1992 constitution, it has been only 2 parties, which is Yewra NDC for and Yewra NPP for and Omudi Omanwi so. Inti ekwese okoto abama nipa hofuru bia na you are wasting your energy, but enka many Ghana for na enka this time around ye ne be make ya adwene ato abama independent candidate say owura chedew say eye alam koduchamanti wani de mo amasem. But said the name make a corner there. MPP Fiswa, still NDC, any baby disorder. That is how we have structured our political enclave. That is how we have structured our political jurisdiction. Any name also Ghanaian politician. And that is the reason why these people so more better so every 8 years beyond it is likely for them to change. Internet and what is Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia and young people for they are preaching for what? Breaking the AIDS. They are preaching for breaking the AIDS. They are preaching for breaking the AIDS. And no tia busia sanity mamimfa winsi. It's ye dear to one me what you say and men mistake and then and to Abama NPP and yes be no in 2025 Nyankopɔn nhyira me maame Chiebafo wɔ New York America bɛkyi ba mu maame Nyankopɔn nyɛ okɛse papa maame royɛ bi wɔ UK Nyankopɔn nhyira me maame ɛne obi bia hwɛ yɛn platform no Nyankopɔn nyɛ okɛse mesrɛ wada adaroma we de mesrɛ wade mepakyɛw this year no boy any intimi enrich 10k subscribers into hwɛ me na so nya subscribe ya mepakyɛw papa fa o subscribe na fa ana so subscriber ba akoro fa ka ho mame bibia intimi enkoso nipa bibie mo hwɛ about 90% of our viewers no hwɛ ba mu nya subscribe madika kan nya boapae sometimes bi wo hono ma yɛ free bi wo hono so a ɛyɛ adwuma and messages what you say no ene mamu mo yɛ free intimi sere bada bompai boa me sebi boa me na yɛnyina yɛntimi oyonko da no da what you say na yɛntimi reach the 10k subscribers this year no yɛn hit Nyankopɔn nhyira wo makro bibia hwɛ ho so yi ebese yɛn hya bye bye